Welcome to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show, of course, presented by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. And we're talking Versailles Tiger basketball this week. We've got Coach Wyatt Espinosa of the guys and Andy Moon of the ladies. And I'm excited, guys, because I've got a couple of your games coming up in the next few weeks. Looking forward to that. We will have a doubleheader, girls and then guys, on February 2nd as you host Eldon. That's always fun, right? We were just talking a second ago. Every time the guys play, it's like a 2-point game one way or the other.
Right.
So that's fun. And I think you've already seen them this year, right?
That's right. Yes. In the Silver Tournament, second round, they got us by 3.
Another close one.
Yeah.
One that you could have won. You had success against Eldon last year. Really good Eldon team. And that's a team that has grown up. They've got a lot of talent, but some experience on that team. So we'll have your game against Eldon. That'll be at home too, on your home floor, February 2nd. And then we've got you the next night, February 3rd at Osage. So that ought to be fun. There's a lot of good local basketball this year. I mean, all the teams, or most all the teams, are pretty solid, right? Yeah. So here we go. Those games, again, be looking for those early February, the 2nd and the 3rd. Doubleheader on the 2nd, and then the men's game at Osage on the 3rd. So I looked at what you guys have been doing, Coach, and you kind of been alternating wins and losses for the last month or so, which, you know, is better than losing them all, right? I mean, that's good. But you've come on strong lately, I think, winning a couple in a row going into this week.
Yeah, the boys, I feel like they're playing well, and even the ones that we lost were close games. Like we talked about Eldon, we lost by 3, and then we lost to Russellville at the buzzer. So, you know, the boys they're competing, they're playing together, and we're moving the ball better. And I'm excited to see how the season continues.
Yeah, absolutely. I was talking to another coach, I don't remember which one it was, and they said, look out for that Versailles boys team. I mean, they can get you. So I think people are noticing that you're dangerous. Girls are struggling 2-13, I think, right now, just kind of the opposite of last year. Had a really strong season. High school is like that, though. You know, you graduate certain kids and you got to kind of start from the beginning again sometimes.
Yeah, the thing about, you know, this year, I don't think our record really reflects how good of a team we are. We were talking on the way up here, most of our games have been either a single digit or, you know, 10 or 11. You know, we played Eldon over at the Lynn tournament. We were down 1 with 3 minutes to go. And then we played Fatima over there. We were up 10 at halftime, 12 at halftime, and we lost by 10. So, I mean, it's just, we're still young and we're figuring out how to finish games and stay competitive, which, like I said, for most of the year we've been competitive in every game except for a handful. So
that's a real deal too. I mean, learning how to close games out. You know, I mean, I've seen teams that they'll run up and down, grab a big lead through 3 quarters, and then something you just tighten up in the 4th, right? And sometimes it's just a matter of getting that you know, the time on the floor for these girls, but at least they're competitive, because that probably indicates they can flip a switch and turn that over at some point.
Yeah, I told them, you know, we kind of joke around about it, but I told them we're like that flickering light bulb. If somebody would just come screw it in all the way, we would be pretty good. We show moments of brilliance, and then we'll have a couple minutes where we don't play to the best of our abilities, and it sometimes comes back and bites us. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. My wife calls me a flickering light bulb sometimes. All right, so we are talking Versailles Tigers basketball with Wyatt Espinosa, the men's coach, Andy Moon, the women's coach. We'll have more on the Tigers when we come back on the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show.
What's like and follow?
Phones are very distracting. Which is why Missouri now has a law against holding a phone while driving.
Dude, what are you doing? You can't hold your phone while driving.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Buckle up.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers pediatrics at 2 lake locations and 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic, offering same-day appointments. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone, whether you live at the lake or just here visiting. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Hey everybody, it's Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. It's a new year, and I hope for your resolution, you've got great sleep on your list, and we can help you out in every facet. We have sleep systems, pillows, sheets, the whole 9 yards, and they're all on sale at Slumberland Furniture. We even do 0% financing for up to 60 months. That's right, great deals and awesome financing. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture, where we're bringing happy home.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. Talking with the Versailles Tigers this week, Coach Wyatt Espinosa and Coach Andy Moon. So to this point of the season, and I think we're about, halfway through now? Maybe a little over halfway through. Who are the ladies that who have stepped up for you that you're most proud of this year?
Brooke Anderson, she's our senior point guard. She plays dang near almost every minute. I think right now she's averaging right around 13 a game for us, so she's done good. I've actually got a few underclassmen. Lily Gwinnett, she's a sophomore. She's been putting in some very good minutes for us. She didn't play, I don't think, any varsity last year, so she's starting to sprinkle in and get some minutes. And then I've got freshmen, Addie Francis and Bristol Moore, and Bristol has really come along the last couple games. She's a little over 6 foot as a freshman, and she's starting to kind of figure out how to move her feet and play a little defense. So she's in rebounding. So she's done good for us with the minutes that she's gotten, and as long as she keeps improving the way she has, she's going to be a nightmare hopefully in years to come.
Wow, a freshman and a sophomore. That's pretty exciting for the future. Absolutely. Yep. Okay, and the guys, who are some of the guys that have stepped up that you're most proud of so far this year?
I could go on and on about just about every one of our guys. They've really stepped up this year. We'll start with our seniors that stepped up. Joey Bertelli. Last year he wasn't really asked to do too much. He was asked to play defense, and that was kind of his role this year. He's he's averaging about 6 to 7 assists per year or per game, and then he's killing it on their boards. Tyler Morrison, he's stepped up defensively, and he's knocking down some shots. He's a senior as well. Dalton, Raza, and Ben Peck, a couple seniors that have stepped up, and they're playing their role to the best of their ability.
Yeah.
Randy Taylor, he's came in. He played mostly JV, but he stepped up here late, and he kills it on the defensive end. And he'll go in and scrap for some points as well. Jacob Vansel's a sophomore. He's came alive in the last couple games. He's averaged about 10 since the Christmas break, and he's pushing double-digit rebounds each game as well. So he's had a couple double-doubles in the last few games, and he's really playing well. And then we got a couple freshmen that are tearing it up, Ryan Walters and Harmon Olson. Since the break, and really even before the break, they were doing some stuff, putting up some good scoring numbers, but also they're just helping this team, what's the word I'm looking for, flow.
Right.
And those guys, each and every one of those guys, they're really, they're there for the team, and they're doing what it takes to win. So I wouldn't like to just call out any few individuals, but they're all doing whatever it takes to win each and every night.
That's cool when you got that. Absolutely. And again, some more young guys that you talk about. That really bodes well for the future. Strengths on a team and struggles on a team. So your strengths so far this season, what have you really liked from this squad?
I think our ability to shoot really makes it tough for some teams. Against Adrian the other night, we hit 13 threes, and not just whenever you hit threes like that and other teams get the film, they understand they got to guard it. And some nights we don't always shoot well, but at least they have to respect the fact that we can space the floor.
Yeah. What is it about Versailles where You got some shooters there, man. I mean, you go back a few years, you know, and in the couple of, 2 coaches ago, where it's like, I haven't seen a three-pointer I didn't like. I think that was Coach Ollison, right? So just throw it up wherever you are, you know. And those guys could hit shots. Versailles has some shooters from over the years. How about your ladies area on your team that they have really done well this year?
A lot of positives with our defense.
Yeah.
We've switched up our defenses. We've called a few different defenses. I'm trying to think what game it was. I think it was when we played Holden. I think that they had like 15 points at halftime, and I think only 4 of those came from the field or something. Most of them was just fouls or whatever else. So defensively, we've played very well. Majority of the games now, like I said, we have switched some stuff around and done things and had a miscue here or there, but I mean, it happens. So I mean, defensively and hustle plays. I mean, my girls, they'll dive on the floor. I mean, if you bring the ball down, they're grabbing it and ripping it. So I mean, they get after it.
Yeah, that's one thing about defense that a lot of people either don't realize or they forget, you know, after they've moved on and not played for a while. It's hard to go from a man-to-man to a zone to a full-court press to a half-court trap or whatever. I mean, it's kind of tough to keep up with all of that and to do it well. So it's pretty cool that your girls are able to do that. Next step, what would you like to see as the next step for your girls?
Just consistency. Like I said, a lot of the games that we've played this year, we've been in. And we'll put together 3 fantastic quarters, and then we'll have a 3 or 4 minute lapse. And so, I mean, just getting more consistent, just finishing games. Like I said, they've kept themselves alive in majority of the games we've been in. We've just got to learn how to keep that competitive edge and that 3 minutes, stay strong and pull away on some leads that we've had instead of letting it slip.
Sometimes those 3 minutes cost you the game.
Yep.
You know, you had a couple of turnovers and easy layups or something. How about the next step for your guys? What would you like to see them improve on?
Yeah, I would kind of build off of what Coach Moon said, our composure late in games. And not only that, but, you know, like whenever a team hits a big shot, maybe we're trying to pull away and they hit a big shot, not trying to keep our composure, don't let them back in the game. Yeah. We've had a lot of instances where we're up by double digits at half and we don't keep our foot on the gas pedal. We let them back into the game. Or, you know, in the Eldon game that we lost to them by 3 in the Stover tournament, we were up by 7 with about 2.5 minutes left, and we didn't keep our composure.
Wow.
And we ended up losing the game. So I think we're starting to see that with some of our latest games. We're starting to close out games better, but the consistency of that composure needs to be there if we really want to do stuff in the postseason.
And sometimes that comes with just playing more games, you know, and getting that in your mind. Okay, so we're talking Versailles Tigers basketball with the men's and the women's coaches. We'll have more. We'll talk district and how things are looking in the district with the playoffs not too far away when we come back on the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show.
Lake life starts here. At Lake Expo Real Estate, we know that buying or selling a lakefront property is more than just a transaction. It's the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter that we strive to make easy, from listing to closing. In a competitive market, we showcase your property to the masses online with LakeExpo.com, returning unmatched visibility. And if you're ready to buy that lake house, our team lives and breathes the lake lifestyle, so we know what this chapter is all about. At Lake Expo Real Estate, we believe in community, cherishing those lasting memories, and helping make your lake dream a reality. Check us out online to find lake properties. No logins, no distractions, just pure, unfiltered lake views and options. Lake Expo Real Estate, where we are ready to be a part of your next chapter.
For our Lake area teams, they've got their eye on the prize this season with big aspirations.
And basketball can be similar to driving, where sometimes it can be a matter of focus and attention.
Distracted driving led to over 25 fatal crashes on Missouri roadways in 2024 alone.
So be a part of the solution and not another statistic.
Always remember to buckle up and put your phones down. This reminder to drive safe, boat safe, brought to you by Price & Randall, Injury Attorneys.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. Talking Versailles Tigers basketball this week. Coach Espinosa, the man, Coach Moon of the women. Okay, so the postseason, not that far off. I mean, just a few weeks away now from district tournament play. Coach Espinosa currently second in your district, I think, looking really good. Windsor is number 1 in your district right now at 10-3. And you've got a lot of near 500 teams. You got Stover 4-6, Colcamp 6-8, Sherwood, Butler, Adrian. You've already beaten several of those teams. I mean, this is a very winnable district maybe for you guys this year.
Absolutely, and like you said, we've beat a couple of them. We get an opportunity to play the others that we haven't beat. The one that we don't get an opportunity to see is Windsor. So we actually got to see them in the Jamboree.
Yeah.
But you know, we only play about 1/4 of our varsity kids, and you don't really see. They just got done with football. You know, and teams grow so much since the first Jamboree, you know, of the year. So it'll be interesting to see how it all turns out. You know, you look at the records, and records aren't necessarily everything because, you know, they play in a different conference than us, and we're kind of a different area. But when it comes down to seeding, it'll be interesting how it all plays out. And whenever the district comes, it'll be exciting, and we'll be ready for it.
Your district is where?
Windsor actually is hosting it.
Really,
as well.
Windsor,
Yeah.
So they'll have the home court advantage.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be interesting because you definitely have a shot at a district title possibly this year. For your district, Coach Moon, you've got Colcamp, I think on top right now, 8-6, Stover 7-7, Warsaw 6-9. You've also got Holden and Windsor in there. Nobody really running away with that district right now.
No, yeah, it's like we've talked about. Our district right now is wide open. We've split one with Colcamp already. Stover, we played them last week. We were up 8 in the start of the fourth quarter, and then we had the little lapse and lost. Yep. Holden, same thing. We were up for 3 of the 4 quarters on them. So, I mean, we play Warsaw tomorrow night, so we'll see pretty much everybody in our district before district gets here. So
how cool is that?
Yep, and the nice thing is, like, I think Windsor's the only team we don't play. We saw them in the Jamboree as well, but like I said, it's our district's wide open. It's anybody's ball game.
That's exciting. Where is your district played?
Our district's at Colcamp.
Colcamp, okay. That's pretty close. Not too long of a
nice 20-minute bus ride. So
you guys have been in all these games. You've led a lot of these games that you ended up coming up short in, and so the record is 2-13, and yet you've been competitive in so many. How is the mindset of the girls? Are they still very positive?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we played Butler Friday. We're down 10 at halftime. It's very positive. Third quarter, we kind of had a bump in the road. Fourth quarter, we came back. But, you know, I've talked to the girls and I said, listen, like, wins and losses right now don't really matter. It's getting better for February or first week of March. Yeah. And we've been competitive. We played a lot of teams and we played a lot of close games. So hopefully that will transpire when it comes time for districts and we know our opponents and we know, you know, what they do well, what we do well, and we can make those adjustments to get some wins.
Yeah, and it's good that they're mature enough to be able to see that, look past the wins and losses and know it's coming. That's good because sometimes the kids aren't able to do that.
Small victories add up.
Yeah, no kidding, absolutely, especially when you're so young like that. So we got about a minute to go, but I got to ask you the fun question now. Favorite TV show of all time? What? I mean, it's hard to pick it out, isn't it?
I'm actually not big on like TV shows.
Yeah.
I like movies better because I like that closure at the end. You know, at the end of the series.
Right.
There's always a cliffhanger trying to get. You got to wait a while, but I would say I like things that I don't necessarily need to watch the last episode for, and I don't need to watch the episode after, and it'd be okay. So I think of. I like South Park, Family Guy, those kind of cartoons. So,
okay. How about Coach Moon?
Yeah, those are good ones. I was just trying to think what I used to sit down and watch like religiously when it came out, and it probably would have had to have been like Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead back when it first started and came on. We used to sit down like every night and watch those when they came out. So, but since then I haven't watched really. I mean, it's either basketball or football or something like that if the TV's on, or my little kids have on Bluey or something like that. So pretty much that's what I get to watch
Barney
nowadays.
the dinosaur or
Yeah.
something, right? All right, there they are, the coaches of the Versailles Tigers. And keep in mind, we've got some of their games coming up in February. Doubleheader on the 2nd of February as you guys host Versailles, first the girls, then the guys. And then we'll have the guys at Osage on February 3rd. So thank you for joining us for the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show.